Movie review number 1282 is Opus. Opus is a 2025 movie directed by Mark Anthony Green. So this movie has A24 Films, Macro Media, and Makeready Productions. I saw this movie on March 26, 2025 at AMC West Chester 18 in West Chester, Ohio. So before I reveal the plot details, I just want to say that this movie definitely reminded me of another A24 Films movie that you may have heard of called Midsommar, but I'll explain why in a minute. Anyway, so this movie is about a young writer who travels to the remote compound of a legendary pop star who mysteriously disappeared 30 years ago. Surrounded by a court, a sycophants, and intoxicated journalists, she soon finds herself in the middle of a twisted plan. So, you know how I use the word court? Basically, like Midsommar. And I also like to say that this movie also reminded me of another movie that I saw last year called Green Trace. So, basically, this movie is about a young writer named Ariel Etten, portrayed by Io Eddie Brewery, who I believe was in Inside Out 2. Anyway, Ariel gets invited to go to a remote compound that has a legendary pop star that disappeared 3 years ago. John Malkovich portrays Alfred Moretti in the movie. Alfred Moretti is this legendary pop star who disappeared from the public eye 3 years ago. Now it's present day, and Ariel is tasked with writing a piece about this legendary pop star, and gets invited to this remote compound where this pop star is located in. Things need to be going good at first because it's not just Ariel that's one of the new visitors. There are also several other visitors that are coming to see this legendary pop star. Things didn't be going good at first until mysterious things happen at this compound that make Ariel question whether or not this place is actually safe or not. And if you thought Midsommar was crazy, oh, there are some things that happen in Opus that's a little crazier than Midsommar, let me tell you. But I like that it has the same vibe. If you guys really enjoyed Midsommar, which I did, I think you guys will like this movie. Um, Now besides the two cast members that I mentioned, we also have Juliette Lewis as Clara Armstrong, Maury Bartlett as Dan Sullivan, Melissa Chambers as Bianca Tyson, Tony Hale as Soledad Yusuf, Stephanie Sutanami as Emily Katz, Mark Silverstein as Bill Walter, Amber Midfunder as Belle, Taranka Means as Nachi, Tamira Tomakiri as Rachel Malik, Leon Massano as Kent, and Rosario Dawson betrays a Billy Holiday puppet. Yes, one of the things that you will see in the movie is a puppet show. Of course, it may not be a puppet show that kids may want to see. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, Ariel begins to see several things happening, and she is trying to figure out what to do. She knows she is tasked with writing this piece about this pop star, but at the same time, she begins to wonder whether she still wants to be here or not. Let's just say that she at times is more skeptical of this place than some of the other guests. And basically, her instincts were right when she begins to notice that there have been several things that have happened that are unexplained, and basically, she isn't sure what to do. But the question is, can she get out of this compound if she is going to get out? Or will this legendary pop star have dire plans for her? Uh oh. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie, and again, it has some psychological horror slash thriller elements like Midsommar. Um, I will say that just like Midsommar, Opus is an R-rated film. However, Midsommar seems to have more um disturbing scenes than Opus does, but just to forewarn you. But yeah, this was a pretty good movie, and like I said, if you enjoyed Midsommar and Bring Trice, then I think you guys will like this movie. It definitely makes you question who can be and who is like a good person and who is part of this court. Uh-oh. Yeah, this was pretty good. So that's my movie review of Opus. Please tune for next movie review. Alright, bye.